Good morning again. This is Joan Johnson from J. Johnson Education Center. I am doing another video for you, and this one is called Dressing the Weak Side First. You always dress the weak side, whether that person has an arm or they don't have an arm. Of course, if they don't have an arm, that would be considered the weak side, correct? Or maybe they've had a stroke and that arm might be contracted, so that will be considered the weak side. So we're going to dress this morning, of course. Again, knock before coming in. Allow the resident to tell you to enter. Once you enter, of course, you make sure that the beds are locked. You introduce yourself. You ask the resident their name. And of course, you can hand sanitize. Now, for this skill at the state, you don't have to have gloves. But of course, if we were in the nursing home, and you were washing somebody and cleaning them, you would have on gloves. And if you were dressing them, you would have on gloves. I want you to understand is that the state, they just need to make sure that you understand what you should be doing, okay, and how you should do things. And so we always tell you the extra things that you need to do when you are taking care in the nursing home. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I want to lift the bed up because I don't want it to be down so far as I'm doing care, so I don't have to bend so much, and I don't want to hurt the resident. So now that I've done that, one of the things I want to do is I have 2 sets of clothing because you have to give them an option. What would they like to wear? So let's just say Susie said that she's going to wear the blue with the blue pants and the blue socks because you're dressing the upper and the lower. Now remember, if this is the weak side, you're going to dress it all the same. You always dress the weak side first. So what does that tell you? That you would have to take the clothing off on the strong side. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to fold this down. And then I'm going to take a bath blanket. And I am going to cover Susie. Now, mind you, again, I said this before, all of the skills that you will be doing on a live person, so that person can help you to do certain things. And I need you to remember that. The only skills that you would not be doing on a person, of course, would be catheter care, peri care, and of course, dentures. So here it is with Susie. I'm asking Susie to assist me because I need to unfasten her gown so that she can sit up. And what I'm going to do is, this is her strong side. So I'm going to take it off this side first because she can assist me to take this off, okay? And at the same time, trying to keep her what? Covered. So then now, this side just automatically comes off because this is her weak side because she doesn't have an arm. But if she had an arm and this was her weak side, her contracted side, then I would just slide it off that area first, okay? Trying to keep her covered and putting these things inside of the dirty linen hamper. So now what I'm going to do is, since she gave me a choice and this is what she wants to put on, I'm going to put on the gown first to the top. So again, I'm dressing the weak side first. This is her weak side, and we understand she does not have an arm there, so that is considered the weak side. And then she can help me with this side. I put this on her arm, and I ask Susie to sit up for me. Always remember to tie the gown at the neck. I don't want to see any of you tying the gown up first and then trying to put it over the resident's head. Okay, that's not good and it's painful. Okay, so now I've dressed her upper part of her body and I'm pulling the gown down. You got to understand, with residents, they get kind of cold, so you always want to try to keep them covered as much as possible. So now I'm getting ready to do what? Dress the bottom. And I have this here already, so the bath blanket, that helps to keep them covered. So again, I'm dressing the weak side first, and even though it's the bottom, I'm still doing the same thing. So this is the weak side. They probably had a stroke. So I'm going to put the sock on this side first. And then I'm going to do the other side. Now, let's say she had on socks already. Then I would take it off what? The strong side first. But I'm dressing. So here we go. Now I am going to put on the pants. And I am going to dress the weak side first. What you want to do is gather. You see how I'm gathering this pants leg up? Because this is the weak side. And I'm putting that foot through there and I'm grabbing that foot to help pull those pants, to pull that pants leg up. Again, the person can help on this side, but I would still gather. Okay? And put that pants leg through. Okay? Then I'm going to pull up the pants. All right? I can turn the person. Sometimes I have you guys help one another because you're helping to pull things up. Okay? Then I'm turning her a little bit to pull this up. Lift up her gown. Fasten this up. Guess what? Susie is all dressed. And I can cover her back up. I can remove the bath blanket. I can cover her up. I can give her her call light. Put it in the strong side, right? Put her bed down because I'm all done. Sanitize my hands and tell Susie to have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have another skill for you shortly.